Morning, it's fairly overcast in the south today with some rain, but very mild, whereas in the north, drier, clearer, some sunshine, but also some showers in the northwest and much colder. I'll have all the details in 10 minutes. Well, it's not necessarily going to be a white Christmas unless you count frost as a white Christmas, John. Good morning, everybody. So there will be some wintry showers in the forecast this week, but there is also some rain. Now, we've got rain the first half of the week, particularly across parts of England and Wales. Some of that getting into Scotland and Northern Ireland later today. But as we head towards the end of the week for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it will be mostly chilly and there'll be a lot of dry weather around as well. But don't forget that frost in the morning. Now, what we've got currently is a band of rain moving northwards and eastwards across England and also Wales, getting into Northern Ireland and southern Scotland later. A lot of cloud, murky conditions, hill fog left in its wake with some drizzly bits and pieces and showers following on behind. And we're also looking at some showers coming in across the northwest of Scotland. A few of those could get into Northern Ireland as well, and likely to be wintry above about 400 metres in Scotland. Gusty winds across the English Channel coastline today, but look at those temperatures. You don't expect this at this stage in December. 15 degrees in London, but move northwards from Northern England, Northern Ireland and Scotland, and it is colder. As we head on through this evening and overnight, still a lot of cloud in the south, also some outbreaks of rain, the winds easing. North of that, it's going to be cold enough for a touch of frost here and there with some showers and the wind picking up across the far north of. Detailed look at the weather for the rest of the week in about half an hour. Lou and John.
We'll see.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Today's the shortest day, but we're not short of weather, that's for sure. There's some rain in the forecast across many areas today. And as we head up towards Christmas Day itself, it is going to be mostly dry and chilly on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but we've got some rain to get rid of before that. And if we have a look at the pressure chart, this is what's coming our way today, a clutch of weather fronts. The isobar is telling you that it's going to be fairly windy in the south, but look at this array going all the way back out into the Atlantic. They're all coming our way, but they're sucking in this very mild air for the time of year, especially so across England and Wales. So first thing this morning, there's a lot of cloud, our band of rain moving north across England and Wales, eventually getting into southern Scotland and Northern Ireland. In the northwest, we've got some showers which through the afternoon will turn wintry above 400 metres. Some brighter skies in the northeast, but essentially a lot of cloud. And we've got further rain and drizzle coming in across southern counties. A lot of hill fog as well, and strong gusty winds in areas adjacent to the English Channel. Very mild though, carry on, and the wind will strengthen across northern Scotland and ease across southern England. Tomorrow then we start off with all this cloud and also some rain coming in across parts of England and Wales. You can see it coming in from the Irish Sea. North of that though, once again, we are looking at quite a bit of sunshine, just a peppering of showers across the north and west. One or two of those could get into Northern Ireland, but still very mild in the south, 14 degrees in London. Temperatures closer to where they should be in the north. We've got a northerly wind coming from the north of Scotland heading southwards during the course of Wednesday, but not in southern areas. Once again, another area of low pressure coming our way, introducing further outbreaks of rain. Still hanging on to the mild air, but note how the colder air is penetrating that bit further south. And then for Wednesday into Thursday, which is Christmas Eve and Friday Christmas Day, this low pressure starts to move away and there's a ridge of high pressure, this huge area actually of high pressure moves across us. So that means more of us will be exposed to the northerly wind, and then you can see all the blues. But as the wind veers to more of a westerly, what you'll find is it will turn that bit milder. So on Christmas Day itself, it is going to be dry for most of us. There will be a few showers in the north and the west. It will be fairly chilly though, especially where temperatures have been in the mid double figures through the course of the week. And if you're hoping for a white Christmas, well, it will be a frosty start. So that's about the best that I can offer you. John and Lou.
Well, you know what, we'll take
morning for England and Wales today. It's going to be fairly cloudy and wet, but very mild. For Scotland and Northern Ireland, drier for you with some showers in the northwest and some rain sweeping into the south later, but again, much cooler than in the south. I'll have more details in 10 minutes. Good morning, both. They're fabulous, aren't they? One of our weather watchers sent this lovely picture in. The forecast for today is a wet one if you're in England and Wales in particular. Some of that rain getting into southern Scotland and Northern Ireland later on in the day. But as we get up towards Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, most of us will see some dry conditions, but it will be chilly across the board. Now, what we have at the moment is this band of rain continuing to edge northwards through the course of the day. It's a mild start across England and Wales, and it's going to be a mild day with a lot of cloud, murky conditions and strong winds. For Scotland or this time of year in the south, normally it's 6 in the north up to about 9 in the south. Now, through this evening and overnight, once again, we'll see a lot of cloud across England and Wales with more outbreaks of rain coming our way. The wind will ease in the English Channel but pick up across the far north of Scotland, where we'll continue with some showers. And under clear skies, it's going to be cold enough for some pockets of frost, but not so in the south. 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 degrees, your overnight lows. Tomorrow, still a fair bit of cloud across England and Wales, across the south with some rain. But for North Wales, for Northern England, for Northern Ireland and Scotland, you'll see more sunshine. Still some showers in the far northwest. Still some of those could be wintry in nature. And our temperatures 6 to about 8 or 9 degrees. So that cooler weather sinking a bit further south. In the rain, still very mild, 12, 13 and 14. I'll have a more detailed forecast in about half an hour. Lou and John.
Thank you.
Good morning, John. Good morning, Lou. Good morning to you too. We've got a lot of varied weather this week. To start with, there's a fair bit of rain. A lot of it is going to be across England and Wales. And then as we head through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it dries up, it turns cold across the board, and there'll be some frost to watch out for. But today, no problems with frost, especially across England and Wales. Look at the ambers indicating we could have temperatures into the low teens, for some the mid-teens. But we've also got all this rain piling in, moving northwards and eastwards through the day. A lot of cloud associated with it in Ireland, some murky conditions, some showers coming in across the south of England with gusty winds. But look at those temperatures, 13, 14 and 15 as we move further north, closer to average 7s, 8s and 9s. Through this evening and overnight, we hang on to a lot of cloud across much of England and also Wales with some outbreaks of rain, the wind easing. Clear skies over Northern England, Northern Ireland and much of Scotland means the temperature will fall away, and locally we could see a touch of frost. But we persist with the showers in the north and the west, and here too across the far north of Scotland the wind will pick up and be quite gusty. So tomorrow the showers still with us in northern Scotland. A fair bit of sunshine for the rest of Scotland, Northern England, North Wales and Northern Ireland with just a peppering of showers. It's the south once again that hangs on to all this cloud and some outbreaks of rain. But it also means it's going to be mild, 11s, 12s and 13s, whereas the lower temperatures, the 6, 7s and 8s, get a little bit further south into the North Midlands, into Norfolk for south. But after Wednesday, that's going to change, because what's happening is we eventually, through Wednesday, say goodbye to this area of low pressure, allowing an area of high pressure to build across us. The winds will veer to more of a northerly. They're going to come right the way across the UK. So the ambers replaced by the colder blues, indicating temperatures will be that bit lower. So as we head into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which of course Thursday and Friday this week, well, you can see more settled conditions. There'll be more dry conditions around, some sunny skies. There will also be some showers, but the temperatures are going down, where for the first half of the week they're going to be in double figures. So it's all over the place, the weather once again, but not really much sign of a white Christmas unless you count frost as your white Christmas, and also some wintry showers above 400 metres. John and Lou?
We're counting it.
Good morning. For many of us, it's going to be cloudy and wet today. In the south, particularly mild. In the north, temperatures closer to average. But I'll have all the details in about 10 minutes. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Well, this week's weather, first half of the week, for some of us is looking pretty wet. But as we head in towards Christmas Eve and Christmas Day themselves, it should be dry. And by then, it's going to be cold across the board. So what we have this morning is a band of rain moving northwards, getting into southern Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland later. In the west and the far north, we've also got a fair few showers, some of those merging to give some longer spells of rain, increasingly wintry above 400 metres in the Highlands. Behind the band of rain, there'll be a lot of clouds. It's going to be quite an overcast grey day with some hill fog, some showers and strong winds through the English Channel. But look at those temperatures across England and Wales, 12 to 15 degrees. That's high for this time of year. Whereas for Scotland and Northern Ireland and Northern England, we're looking at between 7 and 8, which is more or less where we should be. Now, through the course of the afternoon into the early part of the evening, clear skies will develop across parts of the Highlands and the temperature will fall away quite quickly. Of course, today is the shortest day in terms of daylight hours. It's the same for Northern Ireland. You'll see clear skies, but at 5 o'clock this afternoon, there'll still be a lot of cloud around, still some spots of rain. Some of that could be heavy at times and still fairly gusty winds through the English Channel, but they will ease as we go through the evening and overnight. We'll still have all this cloud and some rain across parts of England and Wales, but clearer skies follow south. So it's going to be a cold night. Locally, there'll be a touch of frost. The wind will pick up across the far north of Scotland and the showers will persist. I'll have more weather, longer details in about half an hour. That didn't make sense, did it? Longer details. You know what I meant. It's enormous, isn't it? This is one of our Weather Watchers' pictures from yesterday. I think it's of their Christmas tree. It's fabulous. Now, the weather today is pretty wet for some of us, and it'll be wet across England and Wales in the next couple of days in particular, but then it dries up Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but it will be chilly and there'll be some frost first thing in the morning as well. It's a mild day today across England and Wales, as you can tell from the amber colours, but cooler across Scotland and Northern Ireland, where temperatures are closer to where they should be at this stage in December. Now, you can see all the rain we've had through the course of the night. This is moving northwards and eastwards through today, and we've also got a peppering of showers across the north and the west, and increasingly through the day they will turn wintry above about 400 metres as our band of rain continues to edge into Northern England, Scotland and Northern Ireland. There'll be some breaks in the cloud across the far northeast, but it is going to be colder across Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland than it will be as we move further south, with highs 13s, 14s and 15s. Now, not only is it the winter solstice today, but it's also the great conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter, which is when they will look closer together than they have done. And if you want to see this, you need clear skies, and you'll need to go out straight after sunset, more or less, just to see if you can see them. And a lot of us may not be able to see them because there's a lot of cloud, but the cloud will be thinning and breaking as we go through the night. Still some rain and cloudy, murky conditions in the south, the wind easing, but the wind strengthening across the far north of Scotland. Here too we'll see some showers. It's going to be a cold night, cold enough for a touch of frost in places, but not so in the south. And interestingly, it will be the closest appearance since way back in 1623 of Saturn and Jupiter. So as we head on through the course of tomorrow, we'll still have all this cloud and some rain coming in across southern areas. To the north of that, there'll be some sunshine. There will be some showers, and it will be still quite windy across the far north, that wind veering to more of a northerly direction. These are the temperatures you can expect, 6, 7s and 8s, so the cooler air getting a little bit further south into the Midlands and Norfolk, whereas we still are in double figures as we push into the far south of England, 10s, 11s, 12s and 13s. Looking pretty wet on Wednesday for much of England and also Wales, with a lot of cloud around. Scotland and Northern Ireland for you, you'll see more sunshine with fewer showers, but we could see a few showers coming down this east coast, and there's a chance some of those could have a wintry component to them. Temperatures only 4 degrees in Lerwick on Wednesday, but still hanging on by the skin of our teeth to that milder air further south. But it's not going to last, because we say goodbye to this area of low pressure during Wednesday. That allows this area of high pressure in the Atlantic to build across us. More of us will have that northerly plunge, and on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day, look at the blues right across the country, indicating the change in the temperatures where they've been in double figures to go back down to single figures. So for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, with that high pressure across us, fairly settled. There'll be a few showers around, a lot of dry weather, but it's going to feel colder. Lou and John.
I love the weather